Hello, and how are you today? Great. Do you have an appointment? Okay, let me just check. Okay, you're here for a career counseling appointment? Okay, great. Have a seat. And I'm just going to get a little bit of information from you so that I can have it in the system and send you an email after our meeting, okay? Great. Okay, and what is your name? Okay, and your date of birth? And your address? And what's the zip code there? Okay. What is your student ID number? And your major? Okay, so exercise physiology. Okay, great. Okay, and give me a bit of an idea of what you're looking to accomplish today. Okay. Okay, so you know that you want to do something related to health and fitness, but you're not exactly sure of the different jobs that are out there. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'll chat with you a little bit about what you're looking for, and I'm going to give you some ideas of what past students in this school who were in your major have gone on to do. And there are definitely a variety of jobs. Hopefully you will hear a description of one of them that will sound appealing to you, and then you can start moving forward to try to study for that particular job and maybe get any certifications that you would need and things like that. Okay? Alright. So tell me why you got into exercise physiology as a major. Okay, so you enjoy working out yourself. Okay. Do you play any sports? Yeah, okay. Do you have any other sports you like to watch or participate in? Okay. Are you interested in more of a leadership role, or possibly as an assistant or behind the scenes kind of person? Okay. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to give you a list of some jobs that you might find interesting. There are options out there that you may have not considered before, or you may have some questions about certain jobs that you're not familiar with. Feel free to ask me whatever questions you might have, and hopefully we can find something for you. Okay? Alright, the first one is athletic trainer. And athletic trainers work with athletes to prevent, diagnose, and treat injuries. They are often employed by sports teams and are trained to provide emergency care, like the application of bandages, braces, and tape when a physician is not present. In many cases, athletic trainers set the exercise and conditioning schedules for athletes, and that's a great job for people who like fitness and also would like a more direct or leadership role. You would be in charge of the practice schedule. You would have to be at the practices, and if anyone on the team were to be injured, you would be responsible for getting them back to health and back into the sport as efficiently as possible, and also in the most healthy way possible. Do you have any questions about that one? Yeah, I think it would definitely be considered a demanding job. We do have multiple students from this school who have gone on to that job, and typically when you're in charge of a team like that, you will travel with the team. So you'll be on the bus with them. If they stay over somewhere for like a tournament or something, you will have to be there with them. Okay. The next one is a recreational therapist. A recreational therapist uses exercise to treat patients who are sick, injured, or disabled. For example, a recreational therapist might work with someone who has been involved in an accident to help them regain motor skills. In other cases, they use sports and exercise to help other people build confidence in themselves and their abilities. This is a bit different in the fact that it's definitely more of a humanitarian career. If you are looking to make a difference in people's lives that maybe have had a terrible thing happen to them, such as an accident, or even something like they need to learn how to walk again or to pick things up, it can be a very rewarding career. It also requires you to be pretty tough because you're going to be seeing a lot of things that may make you upset or sad. So a positive disposition is definitely necessary for that career. Okay, next is an umpire or a referee. If you like sports, which I know that you do, but would rather enforce the rules than run around the field, then working as an umpire or referee could be a good option. In recreational sports, umpires and referees commonly work on nights and weekends, making it a good option for people who love sports and fitness and want a part-time job. Sometimes, though, depending on the level of referee, whether it's like for little kids or something like that, it definitely is a supplemental job and not a full-time job. You can get paid well on the weekends, but not enough to really have that be your only option. But a lot of people who are interested in health and fitness and have time on the weekends, or they have children that play, they will use this as another option. You may have to get a local certificate or something like that to make sure that they know that you're authorized to referee. The fourth one is a fitness trainer. Fitness trainers commonly work at gyms, health clubs, and fitness centers. They most frequently lead exercise classes and need to be in excellent shape to demonstrate the exercises and lead the group at the same time. This can be a great occupation for people who have a passion for fitness and want to use it to inspire others. So you're interested in this particular career? Okay, and as I said before, this is also a bit demanding only because you really have to be in top physical shape to be not only able to demonstrate the activities and the exercises, but also to be a good example for the people who you're training, because it's hard for someone to take health and fitness advice from someone that's less healthy than they are. I'm sure that makes sense. Actually, I have a book that I can give you if you're interested in this career. Let's see here. I will need this back, however, but this is the NASM, Essentials of Personal Fitness Training, and NASM stands for National Academy of Sports Medicine. And if you are interested in being a personal trainer, a fitness trainer, this is the book that you would use to study for the exam. So that is important to note, that in order to participate in this career field, there is quite a bit of certification involved. This is a pretty thick book, definitely a textbook, and it has a lot of information in it, as well as a lot of technical information, such as anatomy and physiology, the different muscles and bones in the body and how they all work together, and also a lot of exercise and fitness terms, which I'm sure you are learning in your classes, but it's important to know that there will be a lot of memorization and learning involved in this. But yeah, I will give this to you. Just browse through it and see how you feel about the different terms and the different subject matters, and if it is something that you end up being interested in, I can give you information on how to sign up for the certification and where to take the exam. Okay? There you go. Okay. Alright, the next one is a recreation worker, and among the most popular types of recreation workers are activity specialists, camp counselors, and recreation directors. Regardless of the position, these workers are responsible for organizing, leading, and promoting activities that include sports and other athletic activities. Typically, this would be a great career for someone who enjoys children. You can have a lot of fun in this career, but also it is hard work. You need to be very organized, good with time management, and enjoy working with children. If you are going to be an activity specialist or a camp counselor, the other thing is you will be responsible for others as far as a management position. If you're the director of a camp or an activity group, you will typically be managing the other counselors and volunteers and things of that nature, as far as setting up schedules, making sure that everyone is there on time, making sure everyone is safe. But if that is something that a lot of people think sounds really fun and can be very rewarding. Okay. Not interested in working with kids, I understand. It's not for everyone. Some people are great at it, though. The next one is a physical therapist, and they help people rebuild strength and mobility after they've suffered an injury or illness. They use stretching techniques, exercise, massage therapy, and other modalities to treat their patients. Many physical therapists choose to specialize and may decide to work exclusively with athletes who are injured and trying to return to play. So this is definitely something that can branch out to other careers. If you enjoy learning about the different muscle groups and how they all intertwine and how you can use massage to help with injury and getting people back into, not just with sports, but even just in regular situations, like if someone trips and falls, or they have an issue with their back or something like that. And you can specialize, or you can work in a physical therapy situation where you pretty much have to use all of the different techniques to get people back to work or just back to living their life. Okay. The next one is a dietitian. And as you know from your classes, exercise is only one part of leading a fit and healthy lifestyle. Eating a balanced and healthy diet is another critical component of a fit lifestyle. And dietitians teach people how to use food to help them achieve their athletic or health goals. This can be a very rewarding job for people who have a passion for nutrition and want to use it to inspire positive changes in others. Have you taken any specific classes on health and nutrition? Oh, okay, great. So that's something that you're interested in. Yeah, you can actually, the great thing about this particular career is that you can work either for an organization that employs a nutritionist or dietitian, or you can actually work for yourself if you want to start your own business and make your own decisions about what kind of recommendations you'll make for health and fitness. It can be kind of a touchy subject. Some people don't necessarily agree with some of the techniques that other people do, but for the most part there are some universally accepted rules for health and fitness of, what's good for you and what's not. Okay. Well, we touched a little bit on this with when we talked about physical therapy, but one thing that you can do that's very specific is massage therapy. It's actually a common misconception that massage therapists only help people relax, although that is a great attribute. Relaxation can be important for fitness, but massage therapists also help athletes recover more quickly from injuries by treating the muscle tissue that's causing them pain or discomfort. So you can do massage therapy in a spa or relaxing environment, which is still considered therapeutic, but you can also specialize in sports or athletic massage, and then you would be employed by a team or organization to use massage therapy specifically for injuries and rehabilitation. Another option that you have is to be a coach. You don't have to work in the big leagues to work as a coach. I'm sure you know that. The majority of coaching jobs are found at the youth and recreation levels. Many coaching positions are part-time, and unless you're working for a school or professional sports organization, most are unpaid. But if you love sports and want to do whatever you can to share your passion with others, you can work as a coach, and it can be a great way to do that. One of the other options that sort of ties in with this is to be a physical education teacher. A lot of times people who are physical education teachers or gym teachers will coach after school. Typically a lot of schools like to employ their physical education teachers as coaches because they are certified. They have their bachelor's degree like you do in, they'll have it in exercise physiology or something of that nature, and the students are already familiar with them, so it is a great option for you if you decide that you might want to go into teaching physical education to also work part-time as a coach. The other most common career from people with the same major as you is an occupational therapist, and they help people recover from an injury or illness that has negatively impacted their ability to work or live normally. They frequently use exercise techniques to help their patients regain strength, mobility, or independence. That makes this a great career for people who love fitness and are looking to help people improve their lives. So what do you think? Do you have any questions for me or any comments about what we went over? Okay, let me make a note of that. So you are interested in the jobs that are related to training and working in like a fitness facility or a gym? Okay. Well, that NASM textbook will definitely help you then. What I'll do is I'm going to make a follow-up appointment for you in the computer next week, so you can look at the textbook and you can kind of get an idea for the difficulty level of the exam and the different terms and common terms of that industry, and get back to me about how you feel about how, after you've read it, how you feel about going into that career. And if you do find that it is a great option for you, we can work with some of the other departments to try to schedule an internship or an externship for you to possibly maybe shadow a trainer at a local gym. We do have a gym on campus. It is not a big facility, but you might be able to get some hands-on experience there or teach a class or something like that. So, when are you available next week? Okay, Tuesday I have 9 a.m., 1 p.m., and 2 p.m. 2 p.m.? Okay. Alright, so I have you in for Tuesday at 2 p.m. and please let me know if you can't make it for whatever reason, because that is the only copy of that textbook I have right now, so I really need to make sure I get that back in case I need to send it out with anybody else. Okay? Well, thanks for stopping by today, and I'm happy that we can spark your interest in a health and fitness career, and I'll see you next week.